Yes, there really is a trading superpower, and it's hiding right in front of you on your charts. I'm Boris Schlossberg. Let's get into it. So here's the thing. Every professional trader will tell you that the only way to put odds in your favor is to trade trend. But the problem with trend is you don't know how to define it, you don't know how to find it, and you don't know how to execute it. And here is where I come in. I'm about to show you a very simple way to find trend, define it, and trade it on any instrument, any time frame, any market. Ready? Let's go. You know what the two biggest lies in trading are? One, you can't predict the markets. Two, there's no such thing as trend. Both of those are nonsense statements because for anyone who's traded for longer than an hour can easily see that prices are not absolutely random. They're not like a spin of the roulette wheel, sometimes creating 1, sometimes creating 32, sometimes creating 25. They have a pattern. And you can see that pattern super easily on any chart. I'm going to show it to you exactly now on a 1-hour chart and a 2-minute chart, just to show you that these patterns are not ephemeral. These patterns are not random. These patterns actually exist over and over and over again. And I'm going to show you exactly how we can time and anticipate those patterns to be able to take advantage of them and be able to predict the market with as high an accuracy rate as 80%. So let's take a look at this NASDAQ chart on a 1-hour time frame. What do you see? Do you see candles going up and down, up and down, up and down in completely a random fashion? Of course not. What you see is that candles build up in strength here in a green fashion to the upside, take a pause, and then reverse. And you know why that happens? That happens because markets are trading on feelings. And feelings, like everything else in human history and human society, build up, create a crescendo, and then, of course, change their mind. Like all human beings, we're never unidirectional. But the fact that we are directional is almost a given. There is no way that all of us act absolutely randomly all the time. And the markets are basically a combination of everybody's feelings at that given time. So when you're looking at NASDAQ, for example, you can see that there is a given time when everybody is positive, and there's a given time when doubts start to creep in, and then there's a given time when things are negative. And if you can isolate those elements in a quantitative, mathematical, repeatable way, you have a chance of actually being able to forecast the market. Now, you don't believe me? Let's take a look at the 2-minute chart and see if any of these patterns repeat themselves. Of course they do. Take a look here. Now we have a 2-minute chart where we have a negative pattern, then a positive pattern as feelings change. Negative pattern, positive pattern. Negative pattern, positive pattern. This is not something that just simply changes on a candle-by-candle basis. There's almost always continuity. 3, 4, 5, 6, sometimes 10, sometimes 20. And when you get great big trends, tens and hundreds of candles in a trend direction. To create a crystal clear trend-based trade, you'll need 3 key ingredients. First, you need a way to create trend detection. And I'm going to suggest a very, very simple way. Take the 200 period SMA, which is this red line over here, and the 8 period SMA. And if the 8 period is above 200, that means we're in positive trend territory. That doesn't mean we have a trade yet, but it just means that the trend is to the upside. That's step 1. Step 2, we need to see momentum. And my indicator, dots only indicator, does that for us in a crystal clear way. All we do is we turn trend only on the dots part of it, and it will show us momentum dots on the chart that shows us that there is positive buying on the instrument. As you can see over here, we have these green dots which show us strong positive buying and momentum upside. Whenever we see these green dots, that gives us a great indication that there is positive momentum. But that's not all. The absolute last thing we need is velocity, or the intensity of momentum to the upside. And we measure that simply by slope. The other thing my dots only indicator does is it shows us positive and negative slope. So when it's red, the slope is negative. When it's green, the slope is positive. Now, let's put all these three things together. We have trend, as the short-term moving average is above the long-term moving average. We have momentum. And most importantly, we have positive slope. This green line is positive slope. So once we have all these three elements together, we simply enter on this end of this candle dot. This is the candle that gives us the opportunity for a trend signal. We're long here, and as you can see, it simply chugs along. Now, how you want to create your stops and targets, how you want to create your risk rewards, that's absolutely up to you. You could, for example, simply use the swing lows as your natural stop. You could use the SMA itself as a natural stop. You could use a couple of candles back as a natural stop. Whichever way you want to do it, you're going to have different reward and risk parameters that are going to be either very small or very large. And that will depend on whether you're going to have a large possible trade or a small, quick hit. I prefer to trade my trend trades with small, quick hits because I want lots of consistency and lots of accuracy in my setups. Some of you may decide to take lower win ratios, but much, much larger profit possibilities. Regardless of how you do it, if you could just simply focus on these three things, trend detection, momentum, and slope or velocity of movement, you will have yourself a winning formula for trading trend. You like the simplicity, the precision, and the efficacy of my BFF dots only indicator? It's available on all the major platforms. It's available on Tradingview, it's available on Wealth Charts, it's available on MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. So whether you like to prop trade or trade for yourself, you could easily use it for all sorts of trading scenarios, and it will give you the confidence to be able to trade trend with precision. I'll put a link below in the comments to show you exactly how you could get it. Otherwise, put a comment below, let me know what next video you'd like me to do, and I'll see you guys in the markets. Boris Schlossberg, over and out.